Did you know God appointed judges to lead Israel many years before the first king of Israel was anointed by Samuel? There were other two leaders God used before these judges, whom you should not forget to remember. Pay attention. These are the leaders of Israel before kings were anointed in Israel. Moses was the first leader of Israel. After the 10 plagues in Egypt, Moses led the exodus of the Israelites out of Egypt. He divided the Red Sea and led the Israelites across, and they settled at Mount Sinai, where Moses received the 10 commandments. After 40 years of wandering in the desert, Moses died on Mount Nebo at the age of 120. He saw the promised land, but he never entered into it. The second leader, Joshua, he was a captain. He conquered Canaan and distributed his lands to the 12 tribes of Israel. He watched Moses lead the Israelites for 40 years. Joshua started leading Israelites at the age of 83 and died at the age of 110. This means Joshua led Israelites for 28 years. The third leader was Othniel. He was the first judge of Israel. His name means God's strength. He judged Israel for 40 years. Under Othniel, Israel enjoyed peace for 40 years. Othniel led Israelites to war, and with the help of God, he defeated King Cushan-Rishathaim of Aram, who oppressed Israel for 8 years after the death of Joshua. And after Othniel died, Israel fell under the subjection of Eglon, a king of Moab. The fourth leader was Ehud. Ehud was the second judge of Israel. He was from the tribe of Benjamin, a left-handed man. He delivered Israel from the 18 years of oppression by the Moabites. Ehud tricked Eglon, king of Moab, and killed him. He was physically handicapped. His right hand was weak. Thus, the king's guard felt relaxed with him. Ehud led Israel for 80 years, and Israel had 80 years of peace under him as a judge. The fifth leader was Shamgar. He was the third judge. His name means sword. He was a simple farmer, not a trained soldier. He slew 600 Philistine invaders with a stick used in the farm to guide ox. Much was not said about him, though. The sixth leader was Deborah. She was a judge and a prophetess, the only female leader of Israel as mentioned by the Bible. Her name means bee. While she was judge, Barak was the military leader of the Israelites. Deborah was known for her vision, courage, wisdom, and approachability. She led Israel for 40 years. The seventh leader was Gideon. He judged Israel for 40 years also, and there was peace in Israel. But Abimelech, his son, conspired with his mother against him to overthrow him. Abimelech's lust for power made him kill his brothers and subjects, and consequently, Abimelech was slain by a woman. The number 8 leader was a judge named Tola. He was from the tribe of Issachar. Tola judged Israel for 23 years. His name means worm. The ninth leader was Jia. He judged Israel for 22 years. He was a man from Gilead and was from the tribe of Manasseh. The 10th leader was Jephthah. He judged Israel for 6 years. He was a soldier judge who led Israel in battle against the Ammonites. Jephthah made a vow to God that if he wins the battle, he will sacrifice whatever comes out of his house upon his return. When his daughter came out first, he cried and regretted, but he must fulfill his vow to God. Jephthah sacrificed his daughter Ada to God. The 11th leader was Ibzan. He judged Israel for 7 years. Ibzan had 30 sons and 30 daughters. He was from the tribe of Zebulun. His name means illustrious. The 12th leader was Elon. He was from the tribe of Zebulun. His name means oak tree. Elon judged Israel for 10 years, and there was prosperity in the land of Israel. The 13th leader was Abdon. He was from the tribe of Ephraim. He had 40 sons and 30 grandsons. His name means servant of the giver. Abdon judged Israel for 8 years. Abdon was known for his great words, fair justice, and wisdom. The 14th leader was Samson. He is from the tribe of Dan. He became a judge at the age of 20. Samson was the strongest judge in Israel. He judged Israel for 20 years. Samson did not fulfill his mission as he failed to give Israel freedom from the Philistines' oppression. Samson lacked wisdom as he never looked to God for help. He relied on his own strength. Samson's weakness was beautiful Philistine women. He refused to accept the will of God for himself. Samson died at the temple of Dagon in Gaza. The 15th leader was Eli. He judged Israel for 40 years. He was a devoted high priest. He is from the tribe of Levi. The misdeeds of Eli's sons, Phinehas and Hophni, provoked the wrath of God Yahweh, which led to the placing of a divine curse on the house of Eli. Eli's sons died on the same day when Israel was defeated by the Philistines at the Battle of Aphek near Ebenezer. The news of this defeat led to Eli's death. The 16th leader was Samuel. He was a judge, prophet, seer, priest, and military leader. Samuel was the last judge of Israel and also the first prophet of Israel. Samuel judged Israel for 40 years. He was from the tribe of Levi. As a prophet, Samuel anointed the first king of Israel, Saul. He also anointed David as the second king of Israel after the reign of Saul as the king of Israel. When Samuel died, all Israel wept and gathered together and buried him in his house at Ramah. If you enjoyed this story, please like and share. Also put down your comments in the comment section and remember to subscribe for updates. Thank you and remain blessed always.